What's up, guys? Right now, you're watching some Madden 17 online gameplay, and unfortunately, if you can tell by the scoreboard, some of the footage is missing. I thought I was recording it from the start, but for whatever reason, this game sharing on PS4s sometimes it's on and off. It works, and other times it doesn't. But moving forward, you know, played as the Seahawks. I'm a Giants fan, but you got to give it to the Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, you know, uh, play really well, both offense and defense. So figured I'd give them a shot while I play online, and scored 7 points. So one possession over my opponent. And as you can see, we're already first and goal, second quarter. And look at that sack. Very unfortunate. Probably could have ran, with the ball. But anyway, speaking of more important things, I know you guys are probably wondering what happened to my YouTube channel. And to be honest, I just couldn't find the rhythm as far as videos go. When it comes to this whole YouTube thing, you gotta find some type of system that works for you. And in most cases, ooh, oh, that should have been caught. But pretty much finding that rhythm, sets everything else straight. Without that rhythm, a lot of things can kind of get unorganized, and you find yourself scratching your head thinking, what kind of video should I upload? What kind of content should I put up? And that's kind of another thing that I wanted to address. I want to know what kind of content you guys want me to upload. Speaking of which, been playing Resident Evil 4, played through the normal campaign, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Resident Evil 4, but when you beat the normal difficulty, you unlock professional mode, which in most cases is the same game, just a little more difficult. And I figured maybe as a Halloween, October special, upload some gameplay of that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Second quarter, 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. I'm up 10 and sitting pretty comfortably. But of course, don't ever underestimate your opponents because they could be, really sneaky. And just a heads up, apologies for my voice. I don't know if I sound a little stuffy, but I guess it's due to the weather or the changing of seasons. Hopefully, it's nothing too big. Drinking a lot of orange juice, strengthen up that immune system. Content is what makes the channel grow. That's something that you should focus on. So it's really important to make sure whatever type of content you're uploading, there is an audience behind. That should have been a pick. If you look at Tony Romo's stats, he's 0-3. For whatever reason, this guy should have put in Dak Prescott. His stats probably would have been way better than how they look now.
Can anybody catch them? I don't think that they're out of reach, but I can't believe that we're actually talking about Dallas at the top of the list right now because let's go back to the offseason.
My mic's been cutting off lately. I'm currently using the Bluetooth wireless headset from Sony. I don't know if you guys remember, but back when the PlayStation 3 came out, it's this black headset that you can pull out the mic and you can talk and stuff like it's pretty cool. If you look at it, it's really comfortable. It's really durable. Surprisingly, the battery lasts pretty long. I've had this thing for over 3.5 years now, and I haven't had any issues. But what's bothering me is that I noticed with the PlayStation 4 specifically, the way this thing connects is by USB. So you connect the USB to your console, and it's wireless. So one thing that's bugging me though is every now and again it disconnects me from using it entirely. And because it's a headset, all the video game volume and chat, if you're in a party, everything goes through the headset. So it's pretty, it's really important for you to hear sounds, or in most cases people's voices, if they're talking to you. And every now and again it just shuts off on me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's a little old, if these things kind of wear off as far as connectivity goes, but it's been really frustrating. And it's making me contemplate on whether, if I should get another headset or if I should get a wired headset. I mean, this whole wireless thing is pretty cool, but at the end of the day, it has its fair share of problems. So I don't really know, what I want to do as far as, these headsets go. And also, let me know how my voice sounds. Again, this isn't. Oh, it's a close one. So as you can see, I've been using the Cover One Robber, and it's been pretty effective. I mean, one thing I noticed is that a lot of the plays that he's using is. Oh, let's watch what happens. I don't know why he just dropped it there. I mean, if he would have chucked it up in the air, I'm sure, one of his wide receivers could have caught it. So he goes for the 3, and this, I was thinking, alright, it's going to be, one possession game, but boop, never mind. There it goes. He misses that hit, and at this point I knew who I was playing against. The thing about Madden Online is you never know what your opponent's capable of. And what I mean by that is when you initially, when you first start playing with them, Madden or football in that sense, it's like a game of chess, and you never really know who you're up against. And yeah, look at that beautiful. Can we just give me a round of applause for that beautiful catch? But as I was saying, in Madden it's kind of like it's a game of chess. He goes once, you go once. I try to make that same play, but unfortunately, he caught on. So try to switch it up a little bit. Second quarter, 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. I mean, I'm sitting pretty comfortably at 10 points as he has 0. So yeah, it's going well. It's going really well. Try to do a little slant route here. Look at that pass. Lockett with that touchdown. Yeah, that was pretty clean. That was nice. The Seahawks are actually a good team. I wouldn't mind actually visiting Seattle. The closest thing I've got to seeing Seattle is just Windows wallpapers. So it'd be nice to kind of go out there and check it out. See what it's about. And I know the weather's pretty bad, so I'll make sure to bring an umbrella, raincoat, and all that. But I really want to check out Seattle and see what kind of city it is. I think it'd be fun. It's currently 1:57 in the morning, and I decided to just kind of do a little bit of late night commentary over this Madden gameplay. It's just funny because this game didn't happen no more than 10 minutes ago, and the last time I played a game, it wasn't pretty. My opponent, he probably scored about three to four touchdowns. You can tell that guy played Madden a lot. And something about me is I normally don't really get the Maddens every year. That should have been a pick. I normally wait. That's just because, I feel like Madden doesn't really change every year. Like, it's not worth that 60, I think I kind of miss, back in the day when they had, that should have been a pick. Come on, Seahawks. He's 4th and 8. I had a feeling to wait. How normally you automatically just go for the punt, but I decided to back out and wait because I had a feeling he was going to go for it. I don't know why. I mean, it's still early in the game, but I mean, I guess when it's about to be 21 and skunk, you have no choice. So, as you can see, he has one runner back, one side, and 3 wide receivers. So, as you can already tell, I'm calling that play, and I decided to do the Overstorm Brave. Just go for the all-out blitz, do some pressure, and sure enough, get that pick. So as I was saying, back when the Dreamcast was out, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the Dreamcast. It's a system over a decade ago now that I think about it. To me, the Dreamcast was a great system. It was made by Sega, and the reason why I'm bringing the Dreamcast up is because when there were sports games released back then, it wasn't just owned by EA. Like EA didn't just have the licensing to NFL, so you would have different types of sports games, and what would happen is you'd have a competition amongst these different, video game companies that made sports titles. So, in other words, they would make, their best kind of sports game. And it's crazy because ever since EA got good sack, ever since EA got the rights to, not Madden, but just football in general, like, only they're allowed to use NFL's copyright. If you notice, it's like EA makes minor changes to every installment for every Madden that comes out every year, and it's sad. It's really sad. Good pick. So at this point, you would think that the momentum would be towards the Cowboys because you just got that pick. 1 minute 51 seconds left, second quarter. So anything could happen at this point. And now I was thinking to myself, like, all right, this guy, he can come back. There's still a chance for the Cowboys to come back. I mean, I have 17 points, but in a game of football, anything can happen. So at this point, I keep my guard up, running for the blitz. Try to bring him under pressure. And I'm not gonna look at that. He uses Elliott. That was a good run, good little run right there. So now I know it's 2-1. He's probably gonna run it again, and he doesn't. Good catch. There's another problem I have. I don't know if you guys run through the same issue, but Des Bryant hurt. 42-yard gain, but he can possibly be out for the whole game. And I think this resulted to what's this guy's name? EDRN Jackson. I think this resulted to him. I don't want to spoil the end of this video, but for the decision that he made at the end of this video, I think it was because Des Bryant was hurt. The only reason why I bring that up is because obviously Des Bryant is a key player for the Cowboys, and for whatever reason, I don't think he was coming back for this game. I mean, that injury looked like it was pretty bad. He couldn't even get up. But yeah. So I was kind of worried at this point. I thought, he can still somehow come back. You can even look at the coach's face, anxiously waiting for the defense to stop the offense. Another pick. Another pick city. Seattle. Pick city. Look at this taunt right here at the end. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but the NFL was. Oh yeah. See, look. Des could have came back. Didn't even catch that. But I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Apparently, you're not allowed to taunt anymore when you score a touchdown in the NFL. And I mean, you can probably celebrate a little bit, but the celebrations that we're used to, if you've been watching football for the past couple years, they dance, they're really excited, they're really happy, and for whatever reason they stopped it. Now you can get penalized if you celebrate too much, if it's too. But anyway, I wanted to celebrate here, and I'm thinking, all right, this guy pressed the start. What is he gonna do? I'm thinking he's gonna finally get Dak Prescott in, and sure enough, boom. Your peer has conceded the game. I guess that's what happens when it's 0-24. That was the commentary, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you want me to upload frequently more Madden, any other type of games. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys. Peace.